Hey, you guys, it's your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, joined with Mr. KD of Mr. KD's Keto and Fitness. And today is day 955 of my ketogenic journey, going from 311.8 pounds to where I sit today. If you don't believe me, go watch my original video. And if you're coming on this to an older video, go watch today's video. Hopefully a lot has changed. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I ate yesterday. Well, kind of, sort of. And I'm going to tell you what I did yesterday. I like to live a realistic ketogenic journey. Okay, I really do. And I like to live by example. Sometimes I am the example of what not to do. And yesterday was kind of sort of that. Anyway, guys and dolls, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell. I'm going to take you through my entire keto journey from start to forever. And,
no end in sight.
Yeah, no end in sight. So, let's rant, rave, and misbehave, Keto Diamond style. Micro rant. Guys, so we're breaking our fast today. What time is it, honey? Do you know?
1:45.
At 1:45 p.m. We have 2 eggs fried in coconut oil with 3 sausage links, 2 pieces of American cheese, and about 3 slices of bacon, I reckon I put in each one of them. And hubby is having the same thing. And there is some kofifi right there. He's not going to give it to you. Oh my God. Get off of Jake. He's so good for Stick. I did tell you that, didn't I? There was too many friends here that would pin you down and spank you.
No, fuck off. Here, I got it. Alright, we can do it. Alright, I'm gonna
Oh God.
I'm wearing white. You put me in a roll, you're ruining my shirt. Let's take your shirt off too. Oh, fuck off.
All right, you guys, so you saw some of what I ate yesterday. Now, if you watched yesterday's video, you know that yesterday was my adult daughter's birthday, our adult daughter's birthday, Karina. And we had a bonfire in the backyard. And in true redneck style, there was alcohol for the adults. And there was only adults there anyway. But, guys, I thought I'll just have one. Now, for those of you who don't know, drinking on keto is kind of a bit of a... That's an all-new experience, okay? Even if you can drink like a fish before you started keto. On keto, oh, no. Your body doesn't process alcohol the same way. I think I'm a little drunk still. So you get drunker faster. Everything hits you harder. Things that normally would process that aren't quite ready to process that yet. There are pros and cons of drinking if you are perfectly healthy. If you are within your good state of well-being, it's acceptable, even on keto, to drink a glass of wine every once in a while. It actually is good for you. Drinking a 1 cup for a woman and 2 cups for a man a day would be okay. The thing is, I did not drink in moderation last night.
And you weren't drinking wine.
And I wasn't drinking wine. I started out with 1 margarita, 1 shot of Jack Daniel. I already got a little tipsy. Hold on. I said started out with. I got a little tipsy and I was like, oh crap, I'm probably back in ketosis because yesterday morning I did think that bacon kind of threw me out of keto. My neck and everything had started to hurt. But I'm so fat adapted that by the end of the day, I would have been cycling back in. And my brain went, I should not be this drunk this fast. So I grabbed a wiener, I roasted it over the fire and slapped a bun on that sumbitch. Was it smart? Not really, but I was trying to avoid getting drunk as hell. 4 more margaritas later, 2 more hot dogs later, and a handful of chips later. Not only was I effed up, and surely kicked out of ketosis, even from the margaritas would have done it by itself. I didn't need the hot dogs to do it, but I was so messed up. He said I was very lovey-dovey and sweet.
She's a lovey-dovey drunk.
I'm a lovey-dovey goofball. That's what I do. Now, see this? This is what happens to me on keto. Off of keto, rather. Which I've cycled back in already because I am so fat adapted. I've been doing this for many, many years. Checked my ketones this morning. We're good to go. Okay, but it still will be a little while for my body jumps out of that and into fat burning mode because while you're metabolizing the alcohol, it can take up to 72 hours to start fat burning again.
I normally don't drink.
No, oh, that's right. We don't drink.
And
I forgot to tell y'all that.
She'll drink occasionally, but only on special occasions. I mean, she does like to drink.
Once in a while, yeah.
I don't mind it. I'm a social drinker. So if I come over your house, y'all drinking, y'all offer me a beer, I might have 1, maybe 2, never more than that. But last time I had anything was what, maybe 6, 7 years ago?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
Back was bothering me yesterday. I figured, what the hell, why not? So I had half a cup of her margarita and
I thought he was drinking it all. That's why I kept pouring it.
and 1 shot of Jack Daniels. And the ground started to spin a little bit, and I said, that's enough. I know when to stop, and I stopped. My back was feeling fine. I felt fine. I was still in my right senses, but I could tell I had a really, really good buzz.
Yeah.
Good enough. She kept going.
Yeah. Now, I did not get sick. I got goofy as hell. I got silly as hell. I know at one point I said I had to pee. He's like, let's go to the bathroom. And I'm like, if you take me in that house, you won't let me come back out. And he didn't. So I didn't go pee for the longest time. I sit there, cross my legs like, not going in, not going in.
Trying to look out for her.
As hell. Okay, and like he said, we don't drink. We're not a drinking family at all. Nobody in my family, in my immediate family, drinks at all. So I will drink once every 6 months or once every 6 years. That's just how it is. And I decided, it popped in my head last night that while I was 21, on my 21st birthday, I could not drink. Why? Because I was pregnant with that child out there that just, had her birthday. I was like, well, I couldn't drink on my 21st, but I can drink tonight.
There's nothing wrong with it. You're human. We all want to let our hair down and have some fun once in a while. And like I said, the reason
did I make a fool of myself.
And the reason I did it, like I said, my back, most of y'all that's on my channel know, my back's bothering me.
Yeah.
And for a brief period while I had that buzz, it did not bother me. And I was happy about that.
All right.
Am I going to start drinking just on my back? No, of course not. I'm not even going to consider it.
And of course, there was some weight fluctuations on both of our parts. But considering I drank all that alcohol and I ate all that junk food.
I didn't eat all that junk food.
He didn't do
some of it.
What I did in any means. So I was kind of shocked to get on the scale this morning. And let me weigh in for you, and then we'll tell you about our mutual thing.
$173.6.
So that's 1.6 pounds up. I'm actually shocked by that. I thought it was going to be a 5-pounder. I ain't even going to lie. I did.
Not too bad to have a fun night with your daughter and not gain but a 1.6 pound water weight.
Right. So, I mean, and I'll pee that off in the next day or so. It's fine. But you went up too.
Yeah, I went up too.
You want to tell them about it?
I went up, what is it?
1.4.
1.6.
1.6. I went up 1.6.
No, you're right. 1.4. I went up 1.4.
Right.
And I was 146.6 yesterday, and I got up this morning 148.
Now, needless to say, we didn't get to the gym yesterday because of the party and all the stuff going on, which turned out to be still awesome and all right. It was good. We had some fun time in the yard, just a little bit.
We spent quality time with our daughter on her birthday, is what a parent should do.
That's right. And our older 2 grandbabies were gone. Our youngest grandchild was here. Matter of fact, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Our youngest grandchild, Athena, was still here, but her mother and her father did not touch a drop of alcohol. Her father didn't even go outside. He stayed in the house and stayed with Athena. And Destiny came back in to check on her and play with her and hug her and hold her and all that. Yesterday, in my video, I bring this up because a couple of people were a little concerned about Athena there at the end of the video. And I had to go back and watch it because, I mean, I was there. She didn't seem to have too much problem. She did start crying at the end of the video. And then we ended the video and did our thing with Athena. But one lady thought she might be choking. The other one thought she was in distress. She was not. Athena makes grunts and whines and squeaks.
Quirks, and all kinds of things.
Yeah, when she's starting to wind up to cry. So it's perfectly normal. She was not in any distress whatsoever. She was just fine.
And picture her like a wind-up toy.
She kind of is.
When she starts, and then comes the welling.
Yeah, she was just winding up. So I didn't want anybody to think anything was wrong. She was perfectly fine. And she was sitting right behind me. I did have a question about processed foods this morning. And I've actually been asked, and I know why now that I was asked, because somebody else showed me something else. And we're not going to get into that. But I was asked if I had taken processed foods out of my diet to see if that would affect my blood pressure. Yes. For several months, I only ate beef and chicken and eggs at home. That's it. No processed foods whatsoever.
Processed foods can affect your blood pressure, but only if you have an existing blood pressure issue. If you are perfectly healthy and you eat processed food, it's not going to give you high blood pressure.
Well, I mean, maybe over time it could. I'm not going to rule that out. But
maybe. But in general, like, I eat processed food all the time. No, I mean, not as much as I used to, but there's nothing wrong with my blood pressure. There never has been. I mean, right now, we've noticed it runs a little bit higher than what is normally normal, but I'm in immense pain constantly, and that's probably why.
Well, anyway, I did take processed foods completely out of my diet for months at a time. It didn't work. I took caffeine out of my diet for, I think, a month and a half, and it didn't have any effect. Quit smoking, lost a lot of weight. None of that crap worked. None of it. And they're in the process now of hopefully trying to figure out if there is a physical causation. My kidneys have been scanned completely, so that would rule out a lot of it. My heart has just had an echocardiogram to see if there's anything clogged up in there, and hopefully I'll be finding out those results next Thursday because that's when I meet with the doctor again. So we'll see.
I was going to say something about bacon.
Oh, and by the way, I did mention yesterday that bacon is heavily processed. I was asked about that. Bacon is heavily processed. There are some forms of bacon out there that have a lower processing that has a lot less stuff in it. But for the vast majority, eating bacon in itself is dirty keto. It is, again, just a heavily processed food. So a sausage for the most part. So you just kind of have to be careful with these. I was also asked in an email by, what's that lady's name? It's a lady that's new at keto. She told me I could use her name too. Caitlin, sorry, it's such a normal name. I don't know how I forgot it. But anyway, Caitlin is new to keto. She's thinking about it, but she's got a lot of weight to lose. And she asked me what dictates loose skin. Well, it's different for everybody. And also, I mean, there's multiple things that depend on it.
One of the main factors of loose skin, which is going to be how big you are to begin with.
How big you are to begin with.
But also how fast you lose.
Well, hold on. How fast you lose, how big you are to begin with. Where will you get the loose skin? That was her question. And it depends on your body shape and your body size. If you start this journey with a big belly and a flat butt, you're going to have most of your loose skin in your belly. Your butt's not going to have a lot of loose skin. If you start this journey like I did with a big belly and big upper arms, well, I've got quite a bit of loose meat there. And again, this is not loose skin. A lot of people think this is loose skin. It's not. It's loose fat.
And also keep in mind, when she hits her final goal and when she gets all this out, the skin will retract.
A lot of it.
Maybe not all the way back up, but a lot of it will.
People need to understand also that loose skin, truly loose skin, is paper thin. I mean, I do have some loose skin there, obviously, but there's also a lot of fat under that skin. So I've got to get the fat out. I've got to get the fat out before I can see what skin I really have. A lot of times, and I've said this on multiple videos, when you see somebody on TV who had to have 15 feet of fat, of skin cut from their body, they did not.
That's bad.
They had 15 feet of fat underneath all that skin holding it down. Now, if you get to your goal you will still have loose skin. You're going to, especially if you're super heavy.
A great video to go watch if you're really, really concerned about loose skin is Dr. Barry's video on loose skin. He talks into it about really good details about what to expect and how to treat it.
Yeah. Now, autophagy is a good way to treat loose skin. Dry brushing, coconut oil. There are many, many ways out there. But your best bet is to do everything you possibly can to minimize it by losing in a healthy manner, by dry brushing and putting coconut oil if you want to, and of course staying hydrated. Nothing is better for your body than hydration, because everything starts from within. Yes, your skin is external, but everything that causes that skin to grow and get healthy is internal.
Just keep in mind that when you're doing keto in itself is a calorie deficit diet. You don't need to restrict your calories at all. Get your calories, get your electrolytes, get your nutrients, and it will help with all of that.
Now, that's for people who don't have any metabolic damage. If you have metabolic damage,
Then
you
you
might
might
have to
need to.
adjust your calories and stuff like that.
But even if you got metabolic damage, you have to adjust your calories, that's fine. But you don't have to cut them drastically.
No, you don't.
Like-
this is not a low-calorie diet.
Like for the general person, let's say for me, for instance, I need 2,500 calories to, 3,000 calories to maintain my weight. That's just upkeep. Let's say I want to lose 50 pounds. Well, all I would have to do is cut down 500 calories.
And that would put you in an 800-calorie deficit, because keto, being in ketosis, burning fat like that, you're already at a natural 200 to 300
So cutting that
caloric
500
deficit.
calories, I'd still be getting 2,500 calories. Is more than enough for my body to survive on and not do any damage to my metabolic rate.
Mm-hmm.
But it's enough of a debt that I would lose probably 1 to 2 pounds a week.
Well, anyway, guys and dolls, I think I probably talked way too much. Yes, I got drunk as a skunk yesterday. I am back in ketosis. I went up 1.6 pounds.
The question y'all
And
need to ask
everybody's
her.
perfectly healthy.
The question y'all need to ask her: do you regret it?
Not a damn bit.
Me neither. It was a perfect
I
time
would have
spent.
regretted it had I hurt myself, but I didn't hurt myself. So.
We got to see our daughter to act crazy and laughing at us. It was
Poor girl.
It was great spending
It
time
was really
on her
good.
birthday. So we got a little crazy, but not stupid. It's crazy.
Okay, guys and dolls, if you need my help, my contact information is below. I help everybody do keto for free, no matter what leg of your journey on. If you're great at it, if you're terrible at it, if you're new to it, if you've been doing it forever, contact me. I might be able to help you. 2 heads are better than one, they claim. And visit KetoDiamond.com. Check out the links below for Shashka bracelets and Keto Mojos with 15% off and all that good stuff. And check out Mr. Katie's Keto and Fitness. And I'm even going to give a little shout out to little Miss Rambo Chick, our daughter. So go check her channel out. Much love to you. Bye, y'all.